Hello. It's been a little while since I've done a video, but I figured I'd do a review quickly of this Honda Rancher since I have some time finally. It's just been a rough couple months, but I finally have some time. So, this here is a 2002 Honda 350 Rancher. This is about as base of a four-wheeler as you get. No work has been done to it, nothing. We got this in West Virginia about back in 2002, actually. I was just a toddler at that time, but this was used in the mountains up there multiple times for the entire life of this four-wheeler. Everything on here is the same that's been on there except for the carburetor, which was rebuilt. That's about the only difference. Just about everything on here is stock. Lights, suspension, even these tires. I believe these might have been changed out about 2009, 2010 maybe. And we use these things quite a lot. The tread, if I can't remember focus, used to be up to about here. And you can see how much it's went down in like the last 10 or so years. And that's from a lot of dirt roads and stuff that we took this on to get to the hunting locations that we went to. But that's what this was mainly used for. And since there's a break in the weather, it's been a pretty good winter. But as you can see, it's kind of starting to melt. It's about 52 degrees out, which for snowmobile users around upstate New York sucks. So I'm kind of disappointed, but figured I'd get the four-wheelers out and let them run. This thing tows pretty darn good for a 350, I have to say. There's a bolt right there. You can see that is a 27-foot boat, and it moved that out of its grave. I got some water on the camera. But yeah, it moved that boat. It was sunk up halfway up its wheels, and this thing just kind of, I rocked it back a little bit and just pulled it right out, even with these crummy tires on there. Gun rack, which is kind of broke, but it still holds a gun. Thing starts usually, if you let it sit long enough, it'll take a minute to start, but after it's running, it just starts right up. Just starts right up. And what kind of video would this be if we didn't rev the engine a little bit? What kind of video would it be? Alright, so we've lived with this ever since we've gotten it. What's life been like with this four-wheeler? Good. Right over there is the swamp, and you can't tell, but way back, I'm going to try to show you, way back right where the tip of my finger is a big pond, and I take this thing through there all the time. It does good even with these ball tires on. I think it might just be the weight. We have a 450 in the house with knobbies that are about up to about here on that thing, and that thing gets stuck. It's a 450, same exact type of four-wheeler. It's just it's got an electric shifter instead of a foot shifter, and that thing gets stuck quite a bit faster than this one does just from the sheer weight. But I think that has a lot to do with it, just the weight. Now this one, like I said, it's like bone stock. The shifter is right here. It's 5 up, 5 down, or 5 up, one to go in reverse. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then fourth, third, and second, first, and then you push on this red button right here that has an R on it. You push it down, squeeze the brake, and it goes in the reverse for you, and then you just go up to go in neutral. And the funny thing is about these four-wheelers is it needs to be in neutral to start. Those little kids four-wheelers that I used to ride, like the 120s and stuff like that, those you could just squeeze the brake handle and start it in any gear for whatever reason. I don't know why. Maybe it was just because they're knockoff brands, I suppose. But And then here's a neat little feature that I like. Right in here is a pull starter. Right there. You can't really see it too well. But it's kind of, it comes out about halfway and then won't go back in. Like halfway, it goes into about, right about here. Like from here to the inside and it won't go in all the way. I think it's just because we've never ever used it. I only used it like once or twice, and that once or twice times that I used it, it decided it did not want to retract back in. So one of these days this summer, I'm probably just gonna pop that out, and if I can get this back in, there we go, and fix that. But honestly, this four-wheeler has been nothing but good to us. It's sat for about a year and a half. When my grandfather had a stroke in West Virginia, he wasn't able to come out and start the four-wheelers or anything, so that's why the carburetor had to be rebuilt. The battery on this is completely, I'm pretty sure this battery is still stock, if you'll believe that. It doesn't have a date on it, which is kind of disappointing, but if this battery is not new, it is at least from the 10, I'm trying to see if there's a date on here. I can't tell. It says DON10, and then there's no more writing. It says like some word right there. I'm not sure what it says, but it's a really old battery, but it still starts it up real good. That's about where the carburetor is. I believe that's where the carburetor is. And yeah, that whole thing has been rebuilt, but you know, for this thing being 18 years old, it's pretty good. The fuel air mixture goes through here. This is the air box, air filter, which is locked on there. I can't really take it off without a screwdriver. But yeah. One thing I do like about this four-wheeler is that it isn't like, okay, if I can get the, there it is. One thing I like about this four-wheeler more than the Honda Foreman, that's the other one. It's a 2003 Honda Foreman ES, which stands for electric shift. This is just bare bones. This is just bare bones, a simple, good four-wheeler. And now the dog's barking. But that's just my review of this four-wheeler, so you know how it is. It's just a bare bones four-wheeler. The Honda Foreman is an electronic shift. It's got all these electronic shifts on it and stuff like that. I don't like the electronic shifter. I just like bare bones four-wheeler like this. My camera will focus. There it is. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys subscribe and enjoy this video. Please give me a like. Thank you.